WALL-E, a nice movie about warning people of global warming with a cute little robot that everybody fell in love with. Well, this is my take on the Pixar theory of WALL-E and Cars. If you don't know what I'm talking about, about between WALL-E and Cars is because their Cars is kind of connected to WALL-E, and I'll explain why. And also, this video contains one of this picture, this Cars WALL-E reference hoax right here. This picture right here, yeah, that's a hoax. Because when Cars came out, WALL-E didn't even came out yet. So yep, this is a hoax picture, and I might include that picture in the video. So yeah, it's just me taking the role of the theory. So let's dive in. This is how my theory goes. It all starts with, they're cleaning up the planet, trying to fix up the environment, even though they flip-flop chanclad the whole world, but they still trying to fix it. While the process, the BNL, the finer BNL, the one that does that finger move, yeah. The founder from BNL was still there to watch the process. And while in the process, toxic was just, not toxic, but pollution was getting in the air. And somehow, some way, the DNA of the BNL co-founder, the by and large founder, got mixed with the pollution air. And for some reason, Cars started to become alive. They're now sentient. That's why the founder of BNL, by and large, says toxicity levels are high. It's because the cars are alive, and plus they're already taking gas. And as the world hasn't even been that messed up yet, well, the cars are making it much harder for the humans. They're revolting against the humans. That's why the by and large founder made this video.
Operation Cleanup has, failed. Wouldn't you know, rising toxicity levels have made life unsustainable on Earth.
And that's why there's a huge graveyard of WALL-Es, because the cars are just running over the WALL-Es that were just cleaning up the planet. And just like that, half of the planet is filled with cars. Which is why in this picture right here, WALL-E was still cleaning up the planet Earth. He was still cleaning up Earth. And then out of nowhere, he just appeared at a piston cup race. Which means that half of the world is still not filled with cars. It's just 67% of the world or something like that. I don't know. But this is where we got evidence in Cars on the Road. The Cars era is dying by then. On the events on Cars on the Road, the Cars universe is already dying because they barely have any fuel, and that's why they're fighting against electronic cars, even though they don't take fuel. But whatever, they're fighting for fuel. They're fighting for their own survival. They're fighting to survive, or as in this case, they're fighting to live. Which is why in this scene, they say something about fuel right here.
Many vital fluids will be spilled this day.
Many vital fluids will be spilled this day. Many vital fluids will be spilled this day.
We got another evidence here in Cars on the Road, because this proves that the toxicity of the planet got more toxicer and toxicer. They don't even remember what they're fighting for anyways.
What started all this anyway?
A lifetime ago we came, a gathering of like-minded, artsy, craftsy campers, seeking enlightenment in the desert.
And?
I don't know, petty squabbles flared, factions formed, old school clashed with the new. It's all a bit murky now.
You don't even remember what you're fighting about?
Not really, no.
And this is a big no-no, because the pollution is so bad that memories are starting to become just invisible to the cars. Oh yeah, and by the way, the reason I say that it connects to the WALL-E universe is because one of the Cars 3 racetracks has a by and large sponsor. They like the sponsor, not sponsor, but they like the company. But they don't like the humans though. So yeah, that's a big no-no right there. After the Cars eventually died in the Cars era, some Cars sponsors got left over after that the final Cars era. Stuff got left over from the Cars universe into the Wall-E universe. And then this like Wall-E prequel comic series, there's this one page where you can see the Dinoco gas station that also got left behind from the Cars universe. Look at this playset. Look at this Cars playset from 2021, I guess. I don't know. Look how familiar they look. It looks like the same Dinoco gas station as we see in this Wall-E prequel comic. It's the same one. Not exactly, but sussly, the design looks kind of the same, but that's very sus, the fact that that looks like the playset, which means that it's one of the Cars gas stations that got left over from the Cars era until the Wall-E era came back. And by that time, all the Wall-Es were destroyed by the Cars, so Wall-E was the last Wall-E to be alive or not damaged. I don't know, whatever. Like the only Wall-E that's still be able to function and work left on the planet. And as that, then after the Cars era ended, the Wall-E events start to happen. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little short video. My original theory was not supposed to be like some DNA. The DNA of the founder of By and Large just got mixed with the pollution in the air. That might explain why Wall-E has a different personality. But my original theory was that some loyal humans decided to stay on the planet because, you know, they didn't want to leave Earth. And then my original theory for this is that over time the pollution was worse, and then the humans was just these humongous blobs, and then now they were forced to be in car bodies, and that's why the cars were alive. But I didn't know how that works, so I thought DNA in the air might sound less/more reasonable. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. It wasn't long. To me, it was long making this. I don't know. I just wanted to make something before I go back to doing schoolwork. So yep, that was my take on the Cars/Wall-E theory. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and like it. Okay, bye please.